Imagine a mountain that breathes fire, an unstoppable force that can tear open the sky and turn day into night. Deep beneath us, the earth churns with molten rock, building pressure until it must escape. The ground trembles, and a plume of ash blots out the sun, casting the world in eerie twilight. Rivers of glowing lava pour down the mountain, consuming everything in their path. Forests, homes, entire towns. The air thickens with poisonous gases and superheated ash, moving faster than a car. In these moments, a volcano is the ultimate destroyer, making all human achievements seem fragile. We remember Pompeii, cities frozen in time, landscapes sterilized by heat and rock. The silence after an eruption feels like the end, a world wiped clean. But is it truly an ending, or the start of something new? The universe thrives on cycles, endings that are also beginnings. The death of a star seeds new worlds. The violence of a volcano sets the stage for rebirth. This destruction is also creation. The ash and lava, agents of death, are messengers from deep within the earth. They carry the building blocks for a richer world. What looks like devastation is the first act in a much larger story. The forces that take life away are, in time, the very forces that make life possible. The ground we stand on is not as solid as it seems. It's a stage for endless renewal. In the aftermath, the seeds of a new world are sown. Before rebirth, there is reshaping. A volcano's eruption is planetary sculpting in action. Mountains can lose their peaks in a single blast, as Mount St. Helens did, forever altering the landscape. Lava flows cool into new rock, forming plateaus and extending coastlines. The Hawaiian Islands exist because of countless eruptions, each one building new land. Every eruption is both destruction and creation, forging the world anew. Lava dams rivers, creates lakes, and even births new islands, like Surtsey off Iceland. Scientists watched Surtsey transform from sterile rock to a living laboratory, as life colonized it step by step. Volcanoes are not just mountains of trouble, they are artists, shaping the earth with fire and ash. The dramatic peaks, coastlines, and fertile valleys we admire are their handiwork. Without volcanoes, our world would be unrecognizable, far less dramatic, far less alive. Their violent artistry is essential to the planet's ever-changing story. The land we know is their legacy. Volcanic ash is not just a symbol of destruction, it's a hidden treasure. Unlike fireplace soot, volcanic ash is sharp, heavy, and can smother everything. At first it blocks sunlight and suffocates plants, creating a lifeless desert, but this gray blanket is packed with nutrients from deep within the earth. Potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium, essential for plant growth, are delivered in abundance. The transformation begins with rain, which weathers the ash and unlocks its minerals. Slowly, the ash becomes part of the soil, infusing it with life-giving elements. This process is slow but relentless, turning devastation into fertility. Regions with volcanic history, like the area around Mount Vesuvius, are famously fertile. The same volcano that buried Pompeii now nourishes world-renowned crops. The initial destruction gives way to agricultural abundance. Volcanic ash, once a death sentence, becomes the foundation for vibrant new life. The land recovers, stronger and more productive than before. What seems like an end is actually a promise of renewal. The cycle of destruction and rebirth is written in the soil itself. How does barren lava rock become lush, life-sustaining soil? It starts with weathering. Wind, rain, and freezing break the rock into fragments. Lichens, the first pioneers, cling to bare rock and secrete acids that dissolve its surface. As lichens die, their remains mix with rock particles, forming the first thin layer of soil. This primitive soil holds moisture and supports mosses and hardy grasses. Their roots push deeper, breaking the rock further and adding more organic matter. Over time, shrubs and trees take root, their roots and fallen leaves enriching the soil. Earthworms and microbes move in, aerating and decomposing organic matter. The soil deepens, becoming rich and fertile. What began as lifeless stone is transformed into a thriving ecosystem. This is the volcanic miracle. New earth born from fire and stone. The process takes centuries, but the result is soil teeming with life. volcanic landscapes become some of the most productive on Earth. The journey from rock to rich Earth is a testament to nature's patience. From destruction, a foundation for life emerges. Life's return to a volcanic wasteland is astonishingly swift. Seeds, protected underground, wait for their chance to sprout. Burrowing animals survive and begin mixing the new ash with old soil. Pioneer plants like fireweed appear first, stabilizing ash and creating microclimates. Their roots break down the new material, paving the way for other species. Insects and birds follow, bringing seeds and accelerating revegetation. Small mammals return, finding food and shelter in the growing vegetation. The ecosystem rebuilds itself, thread by thread. The new soil, rich in volcanic minerals, supports lush growth. Forests and grasslands thrive, often more vigorous than before. Humanity is drawn back, ready to plant and build on this renewed land. Throughout history, people have settled on volcanic slopes, drawn by the promise of fertile soil. Java, Indonesia, is home to millions, its volcanic soil supporting abundant rice harvests. The land's fertility resists depletion, sustaining dense populations for generations. People respect the volcano's power, but depend on its gifts. This pattern repeats worldwide. Sicily's citrus and wine, Andean potatoes and coffee, all thrive in volcanic soil. Our ancestors saw that after destruction, the land returned greener and more abundant. They built civilizations on this fertile ground, creating a crescent of prosperity. Volcanoes are both destroyers and providers, mountains of opportunity. Humanity's story is intertwined with the gifts of fire. Volcanoes shape our global food supply in ways we rarely notice. Coffee from Colombia, Ethiopia, and Costa Rica owes its flavor to volcanic soil. Wine regions like Sicily and the Canary Islands celebrate their volcanic terroirs. These soils stress vines, producing grapes with concentrated unique flavors. Everyday foods like potatoes and chocolate trace their origins to volcanic lands. The Andes' rich soils gave rise to thousands of potato varieties. Central America's volcanic plains are the birthplace of cacao. Much of the world's diet depends on the productivity of volcanic soils. Volcanoes are silent farmers, enriching the earth that feeds billions. Their ancient eruptions sustain us, connecting our plates to the planet's fiery heart. Volcanoes embody a profound paradox, agents of destruction and creation. The same eruption that buries a city also delivers the nutrients that allow civilizations to flourish. This cycle is the universe's way. Chaos gives rise to order, death to new life. Destruction and creation are inseparable, two sides of the same coin. Living on Earth means accepting this grand bargain, risk for renewal. Volcanoes are not just mountains of fire, but engines of regeneration. Their story is Earth's story. Upheaval followed by patient growth. Even in devastation, the seeds of new beginnings are sown. The universe is relentlessly creative, using even its most fearsome tools to build anew. When you see an erupting volcano, look beyond the destruction. Imagine the centuries to come, the transformation from sterile rock to rich earth. See the first green shoots, the lush forests, the abundant farms. In every eruption, witness the world being born again.